Jillian says we're ready. All right, good morning, Provincetown Schools. Before we get started today, you guys have such a fun-filled day planned for you. Besides, in addition to this assembly, right afterwards, there's a bunch of fun things happening for you. So we're going to get going right away. The first thing that we want to do is we have a special guest with us today. We want to welcome to our school something that's going to become a regular thing for our assemblies. We have Provincetown Television with us today. Mr. Cook. Mr. Cook is up there in the balcony with his camera. And today we have two special camera operators. We have Bella over here. And we have Wes over here. And as we move forward with our assemblies into next year, we're going to have Mr. Cook and folks from Provincetown Television come work with Miss Megan's classes and teach you all about television broadcasts. So we're really excited to have them as a partner with us. The next thing I want to share with you is that for the first term, you remember that our learner attribute focus was about being caring, right? And so today at the assembly, we're going to be showing you a short video, and we're going to be recognizing some folks who did some caring activities. So we're going to work our way through each grade level. We're going to have a representative from each class. Just share one or two sentences about how your class demonstrated the learner attribute of being caring at some point during this term. And then we have a special recognition for some MYP students in related to being caring. But right now, we're going to show you what the adults in the school think about being caring, and we're going to show you this video. Thank you.
I'll be your love, I'll be your sunshine, I'll be your love.
Let's give a big round of applause for all of the adults. Give a special shout out to Ms. Shirella for her efforts in helping organize. All right, what we're going to do next is we're going to hear from some classes about ways that you showed caring during this last term. And I'm just going to work my way right up. We're going to start with PY1 here, and we're going to start with this fire.
PYP4 and PYP5 made Valentine's cards for each other to show they care.
We brought cards to the police station and had hot chocolate.
That was PY1 and PY5, so PY2.
PYP2 wanted to help with younger students. We visited the ELC and taught an art lesson to preschool and pre-K.
PY3.
For our caring project, we made bookmarks and we're giving them to all the local libraries around Cape Cod.
PY4.
PYP4 showed caring by doing an afternoon spa for the staff that had nails, head massages, hand massages, a zen area, and food. And the quote that we'd like to tell you is, "I'm still glowing." Also, Ms. Ferrer worked with some of our students, and they read to the kindergarten students as well.
PY5 already. MYP1, 2, and 3. Does anybody have any specific they want to share before we share that other recognition? Margot.
NYP3 showed caring by being here, making posters for Alzheimer's Prevention Walk, and joining in.
NYP2 showed caring by welcoming a new student into our classroom and by working so hard on the energy carnival that you're all going to see very soon.
So NYP1 went shopping to the preschool during the book fair, and then they had a great time reading the preschool books right off the shelves, brand new to each other.
So during this last term, we introduced something new into NYP, which was called Class Dojo. Many of you in PYP already know what Class Dojo is. It's where we collect points to recognize you for different things that you've been working on or that we've been focusing on. And in NYP this term, we focused on keeping an eye out and looking for ways that students have been caring to each other, to adults, to the community. And so we've been, as that's happened, your teachers have been logging those points. And NYP, I just want to say, all of you together did an amazing job this term, focused on being caring. We're very proud of you for that. The contest that we had was who reached the goal first for the amount of points that we wanted to hit. And I'm happy to report that the groups that did that, we had two groups tied. So it was NYP1 and NYP2. So NYP, all of you will have another chance to get some points before the end of the year. We'll do one more fun activity, but NYP1 and NYP2, next Thursday, Miss Regis is going to take us on her bus, and we're going to go to Wendy's for lunch. All right. Next up, I have Ms. Pollock to introduce our student performance of the morning.
I'm so excited to share this week with you. Anna Maldacher. I think a lot of you guys don't know that you go to school with one of the best violin players on Cape Cod and beyond. In December, she did an audition. She had to learn a really hard piece of music. She's going to share a piece of music with you today that's just about the caliber of the stuff she had to learn earlier. She had to audition in front of a panel of judges, get scored on her ability to play scales, her ability to play music with expression and dynamics and all those things, and also sight reading. They gave her a piece of music she's never seen before, and she just had to read it and see how well she did just going for it with like 30 seconds to prepare. So she did a really good job, and she had a great score. She was accepted recently to perform the Junior District Southeast Massachusetts Music Festival. So she just performed with some of Sharon, Massachusetts, so a couple hours from Provincetown. We were definitely the farthest away school from performance. So it's really cool to be representing our school, so thank you. And the song she will be playing today is called Saraband in G minor by Carl Ball.
Go.
Wow. Very impressive. Next up, so we've had our class do the recognitions for NYP 1 and 2, so we're going to move to our next item, which is PYP 5 and Miss Colley and their anti-smoking advertising.
They could take a well-known song, change the lyrics, or make a comic strip. So you're going to see all of those from our students today that wanted to take a risk and perform for you their anti-smoking campaigns.
Hey, Jimmy, I love smoking. You want one? No, smoking black on rotten teeth. You can get cancer, you can get blood cancer, you can get cancer of the cheeks and cancer of the tongue. And that's why you want to stop. I want to stop.
Hey, I just met you, and you are pretty, but you smoke so I don't want to be near you, and all the other boys smoke it with you, but it can kill you, so stop it, please. Jim, you're on.
Oh, hey kids, you want to die of lung cancer? The smoking is for you!
Black dogs, cancer, death, a cough, and another severe cough. That's why you don't smoke, kids.
Ian Mario made an anti-smoking comment to represent the dangers of smoking.
Hi, why are you smoking?
Because I'm cool.
It's not the smoke, Jim. So, what if I can prove to you it's not good to smoke?
Fine, I'll stop.
Smoking causes 90% of lung cancers. Smoking causes 480 deaths per year. More than 60 million people are suffering because of smoking. If you smoke, you can get lung cancer.
Like I'm going to Mario. Oh yeah, smoking can damage your lungs.
Hi. Quinn. This is Melissa, and we're performing. Hey, wanna smoke? Sure, how much? $10. You go. Hey, why are you smoking? Well, I'll say. You can get cancer, you can rot out your teeth, you can die, yes. So please, don't smoke, or else I'll be in your living room.
And the last slide was made. That was the last one. This one, no, go back. So this is Riley's poster that she made. She did a great job, and she wanted you to see it. It has some really good information. And her focus was the environment mostly. So if you look at her poster, you see the son is crying, has tears, and he's asking, stop smoking, you're killing Mother Nature. And he's talking to the kid who's smoking a cigarette and coughing. And then you can see smoking causes lung cancer. This school doesn't know that people cut down 6 million trees for tobacco. So that was Riley's thing, and I thought she did a great job. It was very colorful. Nice job.
Next up, Mrs. Francis is going to share with us the learner profile attribute for this next term.
Good morning, everybody. So as an IB school, we are dedicated to the learner profile attributes. All IB schools all around the world center themselves around the 10 learner profile attributes, qualities or values that we believe if we explicitly and implicitly teach them, if we demonstrate them, if we practice them, we will be citizens of the world that can continue to make the world a better place. So anywhere in the world, if you're an IB student, you study, you would embed these attributes into your curriculum as a teacher, and as students, we demonstrate them. As you just heard, as a whole school, we demonstrated, we learned about what it meant to be caring. There are 10 of them, and as a whole school, we're going to focus on one of them that complements caring very nicely. And that is the learner profile attribute of being open-minded. Open-minded means that we all appreciate our very own cultures and our own personal histories. We all have them as individuals. Any person alive in the world has their own culture and their own personal history. We learn to appreciate that, and then we learn to appreciate those of others. And as we do that, we gain respect not only for our own culture and personal histories, but those of others. And by doing that, we expand our knowledge, we expand our caring and our understanding, and become better citizens of the world. So we think that open-minded is a great way for us to focus our attentions, both explicitly and implicitly, as teachers and faculty and students at Provincetown IB Schools for Term 3, as a nice complement to the caring work that we've done in Term 2. So I hope that you will think about being open-minded. Question what it means. Do some research about it. Think about your own culture, your own personal histories. Ask somebody else about theirs. If you don't understand it, ask more. And you will become a better world. So I have 2 friends who are going to demonstrate in a little skit what it might look like to be open-minded. Quinn and Luca will put a little demonstration on for us.
Hello, it's a little friend. Would you like to come over for an Italian dinner?
Yes, I would. At Christmas dinner, I have pasta. What do you serve?
I have fish.
Fish? I've never had that, but I'll try it.
Thank you for being so open-minded.
Thank you for sharing your culture.
Yes, let's go have some fish.
All right, folks, we're going to be looking forward to the different ways that you show being open-minded during this 3rd term, and we'll have some special recognitions at the end of the year. Next up, Miss Tracy had some special stop-motion animation.
Hi there. This is just I think it's 56 seconds, so it's very short. We made it in the design animation class. And this is currently on show at the Cape Cod Museum of Art in Dennis as part of the youth exhibition. This was the first year that they were accepting digital work, so we jumped on that. It's also on rotation on QTV right now, so if you love it, you can watch it as many times as you like. Take it away, Ms. Megan.
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep.
Thank you for that, students and Miss Tracy. I'm going to invite Miss Tracy and Miss Costello back up to the front of the auditorium for our special math recognitions and our chess tournament recognitions.
That is a tough act to follow. Animation folks. I'm going to start off with some of our math awards, and we're going to move on to very exciting chess tournament recognitions that we have for everybody. If I can start off with Miss, I don't see Miss D here. Am I missing Miss D? Oh, great. So maybe Miss D can just come up and pass these two awards out. I wanted to, you guys can give a big round of applause for these two students. Hold on, they know what they did. They've been practicing fractions, and their practice is paying off. You both are learning so much. Keep up the great work. Emily Milan and Ezra Moore. And if Miss Dyer can come up here too, she's got a couple of recognitions to give out. Nice job, Ezra.
So we have a couple math awards for being a great student teacher to Isaac and to Bella. Friends in math, not just by showing them what to do, by really explaining how processes work. And also to Ellis Pandora for your effort.
And if I could have Miss Stavely Hill come on up, we've got an NYP award as well.
Thank you very much. I have an award here for Shakira for her excellent work.
Thank you everybody for your great work in math. And we know that we're making a connection between math and chess. There are so many skills that people practice in chess that apply. There's so much problem solving. There's so many patterns that people had to learn with the different chess pieces that were moving around. And so much thinking and focus. So thank you all. So many students actually just learned to play chess like the week before we started the tournament. So you are all going to get very special praise and kudos for that. We have a lot of students to recognize, so what I love is if you can just hold your applause until we get all of our PYP students up here along the stage, and give them a big cheer at the end. So please come on up, Nora Harrington. Demario Ferguson. May Dower. Stay up here, folks. You can really get all the recognition. You can screw on down the line. And tomorrow, maybe you can. Oh, excellent. Isaac Dower. Casey Cox. Kayla Carter. Participated, and we love it. Isabella Cahill Worthen. Oh, here she is. Transference. Lucas Blakesley. Can we give all of these participants? All right, have a seat, participants. We have our PYP champion, top 3 players from the PYP. Please come on up to collect your awards. Jaden Blake. And John Gunn. And Wesley.
them a very warm round of applause. Okay, we got a second PYP group to recognize. We got Oakland and Wetmore. Tegan and Wetmore. Casey Vida. Brett Stephanie. Elton Rogers. Eden Porter.
Yeah,
Salem O'Neill. Ezra Moore. Skylar Mansfield. Raven Malcolm. And Marco Zunima. So again, give these guys a really fun round. So our last group to recognize is our NYP participants. So I'm so glad that we were able to span the whole school with PYP and NYP. And you'll notice students who get your awards that they have a little ribbon on them. So I'm hoping that you'll wear the ribbon as a remembrance of participating in the chess tournament and having some pride in the work that you did. And so, calling it out to Zune Barrett. And Shakira Brooker. And Ava Dragon. Madeline Gunn. Echoes Love and Christopher Milan. Christopher Milan and Regine Patterson. All right, if we can also include Andrew Prada and Matthew Perez. All right, one last round of applause for all of our chess participants. We have 3 people to recognize as our champions from the NYP. So we had our winners from the PYP by our NYP, and then the NYP players had to play each other, so they had to play multiple games to become the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place winners. And I have to say again, there were students here who had not played chess before we started this tournament, maybe one practice game, and then they rose up to the championship ranks. So please, please give a very warm shout out to our 3rd place champion, Eve Dallas. In second place, please give an amazing shout out to Sasha Master. And our incredible champion, you all knew it was coming, Zach Perez. Zach is taking home a chess set to be able to practice even more at home. Please challenge him. We want all of these people to play as much chess and have as much fun as possible. Thank you, Dennis. And have a seat. A big shout out to Ms. Tracy for developing this idea. And we're all excited to do this again with you next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Such a great honor to see everybody engaged in chess as well. And the after-school club yesterday was pretty amazing too. Students from all grade levels participating in the after-school chess club. Very impressive to see. As you know, at these assemblies, we like to highlight all the different amazing ways that all of you show leadership and connections to the community. That's the whole purpose of this. This is why we come together every month or so, is to celebrate you and your accomplishments. And as you know, there are many different ways to take on leadership roles in the school and the community. And one of those ways is through our National Junior Honor Society, who I would like to invite up next to talk about what they've been up to.
All right, Ms. Megan, thanks for the slideshow, and we're going to have our NJHS leaders tell you about what happened on each slide. Here we go.
So, NJHS and our mentees in the PYP5, we made holiday cards for the Seashore Points, and here is the picture. Next slide, please.
NJHS made holiday ornaments with NYP3, and then we sold them to the public.
And we raised $825 for the trip to London.
So NDHS and PYP5 took food donations to the soup kitchen in Provincetown, and we also took holiday cards that we made to Seashore Points.
Next slide. And we want to congratulate new members, Natoya and Margaret, to the National Junior Honor Society.
We hope that more 6th graders and 7th graders will join us in the spring. Next slide, please.
As mentors at NYP5, we had an open gym activity and then pizza. Last but not least, we had a game of manhunt in the dark around the whole school. Oh, next slide.
We also sponsored an NYP dance and invited PLZ. Go to the next slide.
And lastly, next slide. And lastly, we celebrate the tradition again of hosting a clothing drive. Our goal this year is to collect over 1,000 items, and it began yesterday and it ends the 23rd, which gives us about 2 weeks of collecting clothes.
It is great to see all the different ways that you are connecting with our community and leadership roles. And it's also great to see all the many different ways that you are expressing your talents. Right? We have academic talent with chess, we have community leaders, all kind of different ways that you have an opportunity to show leadership. So please think about that as we move forward. As you move forward through the school, think about different ways that you can show your talents and express your leadership. One of the other ways that many of you are very talented is artistically. And as you can see through the school, samples of Mr. Delaney's class artwork that are put up throughout the school, very talented students here. And each assembly, we like to recognize one of our student artists of the month. And we are so excited for this month's student artist of the month. I don't know which one of us is doing so. I would like to introduce to you Kimora Wright.
Hi, my name is Kimora Wright, and I am the first PYP member to be the Artist of the Month. And I would like to share my art with you. To me, art is peaceful and fun because I can create it whenever I want. Slide one, please. This piece is one of my most liked ones. It is called Flower of Chaos. It is a combination of flower and chaos. It is made with paint and oil pastels. Slide two, please. This piece in the school art show at the Commons, Mr. Delaney told me there's a lot of positive feedback on this piece that made me feel happy. Slide three, please. I want to be a fashion designer when I grow up. My brother inspired me by giving me ideas. It is a pencil drawing that I would like to create. It's important to practice drawing drawings so when I have an idea, I can draw it quickly. This piece is a colored pencil drawing where I blended, mixed, and combined colors into a candle. Slide 5, please. This piece, I am picturing a girl looking into the forest. Slide 6, please. I just went crazy with this one. Slide 7, please. This piece, I was imagining a girl crying waterfalls, rivers, and streams. When I watched some SpongeBob, I was drawing this piece, and there was a part where he cried waterfalls, rivers, and streams. Slide 6, please. 8. What is happening in this image, and what do you think that makes you say that?
Looks like someone with SpongeBob's mind. Swirly lines make a big egg. Thank you.
Outstanding. So I want to thank all of you for being great audience members today. You did a really great job being respectful, listening, paying attention. We really appreciate that. We really appreciate all the ways that you're showing your leadership and your skills. And now you're going to be going back to your classrooms and getting ready for the second part of your day, which has some amazing things in store coming up for you. So great job, and teachers, when you're ready. And, thank you.